Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is my quarterly Scentsy Club. That is a 4-time-a-year occurrence where this ships to me, and because of the way that the club is able to be skipped once in a 12-month period, I actually only do 3 shipments of this, so it's a pretty special video, and I will start with explaining how the entire process and concept of a Scentsy Club, because there are lots of options, works, and then we will get into sniffing all these amazing bars here. So if you're not familiar with Scentsy Club, it is our subscription service. It's free as far as you don't have to pay some sort of a fee to be involved. You can enroll by going onto my website or your consultant's website, and then there are 3 different frequencies you can choose, where you can either get your bars once a month, you can get them every other month, or you can get them 4 times a year, or you can hold all 3 of those different frequencies as separate subscriptions. You can do 2 of them, whatever. So each of those subscriptions, monthly, bi-monthly, and or quarterly, you can skip once within a 12-month period. So let's say if I skipped it, I'll just use this one as an example, my quarterly. I skip my quarterly every January, and then I also have a bi-monthly. I skip my bi-monthly every July, so that personally I'm not getting 2 different clubs, because there is a decent amount of wax in each of those, on the same month when I don't really need to do it, and they offer us that once a year without any penalties skip. Now if you choose to skip any club more than once in that 12-month period, then you're going to get a warning sign that will come up. It'll be orange if you can skip, and they're just telling you, hey, if you do this again, it's a no-no. But if there's a red screen, don't skip that club shipment unless you truly are okay with losing whatever bars you got in there. Because the most special thing about club is, let's say I have not even smelled this yet. We're going to do this together first. The Ratatouille bar. This is special. I don't know if it's good special or bad special. It sounds really scary, where it's a bread, garlic, basil, and tomato scent that's probably not going to be coming around again. So if you love it, you put it in your club with the always get my bar promise, which is the best part. I've got, what, 30 bars probably here on the table, which are things over the last 5 years. I've carried this club a long time, that I have been putting in bars from limited time offers or catalog seasons that I just cannot bear to ever be without. And that is the absolute wonder and specialness of club. Also, you can throw in any sort of consumable product in your shipments. You can change it all, you can edit whatever. Just don't ever take out a bar that you love that isn't currently available, because you can never put it back in once you put it in. And I'm going to use this again as an example. Let's say I love Ratatouille so much that I want 3 bars coming to me quarterly. If you edit that and he's not currently available, and you drop down the number of bars, you can never increase it. So to that point, another thing that I have here is the Star Wars Sunsets bar. I absolutely love this. I have certain strategies for how many bars of what I want to keep in what club, but I knew that to jumpstart my collection of this, which is now gone, and this is in my bi-monthly club also, and that's where I chose to keep it for good, but I ordered 3 on this particular shipment with my quarterly, and then I dropped it down, and then I really looked at, when it was still available, do I want this bar in my bi-monthly club, and that's where I decided to put it in before it went away and keep it, or do I want it in my quarterly? So I got it down to 1 bar bi-monthly in my other club, because I love this scent, but it's kind of soft, and if I only had like the 1 bar for forever and forever in my quarterly club, I think I'd be sad. But like I said, I jump-started it by getting a decent amount, so that until I get my next bi-monthly shipment in September, I'm good for a little while. But that's already gone out of my club, and that's another thing you can do. You can edit at any time that you want, back and forth with the, as long as it's available, the quantity, which particular frequency you want it in. But once it retires, it gets the little lock sign that's like a circle with a curly arrow. Then you don't want to mess with it unless you are wanting to get rid of the scent or drop down the quantity. So I hope that that is clear. But the other things that you can throw in, for me, when you get over $60 US, you unlock a half off item, and when you're over $30 US, you get 10% off on everything, which is another reason I like to do licensed bars through club. These, which there will be 2 sizes in the fall catalog. We've got the little guys, and the big ones are coming back, guys. If you haven't heard it, it's true. You'll be able to get the large cotton cleanups that we've had for years, plus these new minis. Anyway, I chose to use the half off item for a $6 pack of the Scentsy mini cleanups, and that brought it down to $3, so I don't mind paying that, and I like the convenience of the minis, but I'm so happy that both types will be back in the fall. Anyway, after all of that, let's start sniffing some wax, shall we? So the first thing is this Ratatouille bar. It's crazy. I probably don't need another one, but you have to sniff the weird ones at least once. So, like I said, this is supposed to have bread and basil and a little bit of garlic and tomato, and supposedly it smells like walking into like a Jimmy John's or a sub shop. So let's see. Oh my goodness. This smells like the pizza scratch and sniff stickers from the 1980s. Oh my gosh. What book? Guys, if you're my age, what book had a pizza scratch and sniff sticker in the storytelling when we were kids? That is seriously what this smells like. That is so weird. Okay. I don't know if I want my house smelling like a scratch and sniff 80s pizza sticker. It's convincing. It's strong. It's got the acid from the tomato. It's got the garlic. Oh my gosh. All right, I will. Woo, you can almost get cheese. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. I don't know about that one. Well, I have to warm it once. Oh my gosh, that might be truly a one and done. Now, I love tomato vine because it's so authentic. I'm still hoarding a couple cubes. If you're an old school Scentsy person, comparing this to tomato vine is nostalgic and I would want to melt it. This is weird. Like, it's real. Like, this smells like Italian food done badly. That is wild. I'm gonna have to melt that and get back with you guys. Okay, let's go on, Elizabeth. So I got 2 of the Forest Bar, which also, I think that I dropped it down to 1 of this in my quarterly, or I dropped it down to 1 of this in my bi-monthly. This is a beautiful bar. It's like a good summertime tree scent because it's got eucalyptus and pine, but it really, to me, smells like a forest up north in the summer. It doesn't smell wintry. Gorgeous scent, so I wanted to keep this in the club. And you know with Star Wars, they'll bring these around again, but it may not be more than once a year. Then I have the Sunsets bar, which I just totally fell for. This has got pink pepper, it's got amber. It's kind of sultry and light. It's perfect for a bedroom or a smaller space, or if you just don't want super strong scent. Oh, so good. Both of those are home runs for me. And then for my older daughter, and I think this is still currently available in our Emotions 5-pack that you could get to celebrate Inside Out. Sadness was definitely the standout bar. Joy's pretty good too. If you miss the yellow bar from the Chase Rainbows collection, go get yourself some Joy. It's very similar, but this is aquatic and warm and has real depth. And we all loved it, so I put this into my quarterly for my daughter. And then the other one is the Winter Bar, which I think I still have 1 in my quarterly. I'm going to melt a few more of this. I may pull it. But this is a beautiful, sharp, wintry scent. Again, not super seasonal for right now, not super appropriate, but it's good. Really, really nice. So it's kind of like if you took... I don't really know exactly how to describe it, but it's kind of like you made it less body care and got a little bit of Polar Bear Hug and Silver Bells together and added maybe a sharpness of eucalyptus. It's very nice. Very good bar. So those are all of the licensed things. Now I have a few bars here that these are not staying in my club, or at least not right now. A couple of them maybe I'll club at the end of the summer, but I needed an extra bar of tangerine creamsicle for my mother. This is just really nice, creamy, fruity, mango, orange, and almost like a vanilla yogurt kind of smell, or a vanilla push-up pop. You've got to try that if you want the soul of summer in your house. Mahalo coconut, I got 2 of this just because, oh, it's so good. And sometimes when a club shipment is ready to ship, I may not want to do a regular catalog order, but I'm out of a couple bars, so that's why these ended up in here. This is creamy. It's got pineapple and coconut and like a lei or violet leaf note. It's exquisite. I love that. I'll probably be clubbing that one this year. And then Mountain Sunset, I was just out of, and this is another one to club or not to club at the end of the season in August. So good. This has got amber. It's got coconut. It's got woods. It's got bluebell. Really beautiful, and it's great for the summertime. So I did those, and then I got 1 more of Coconuts for Coconuts, which I never clubbed this, but I always like it, so I'll probably want to tuck this one away for next year. And this is like coconut freshness on the beach with a little bit of floral. So good. So now, the rest of the bars, these are things I've been carrying in my club for a long time, or I just put in from limited time offers that are leaving because, like, I want these for the long haul. So I do have some BBMB and some Father's Day in here, and these bars will probably be staying. They are so good. And then mixed in, I've got some old ones like Hendrix. This is a great club bar I've had for a long time from a BBMB. This is one of my favorite masculine scents. The whole rest of my family hates it. It has vanilla. It kind of reminds me of our dearly departed satin sheets, but with some extra interest. This has got patchouli. It's got, I think, some pink peppercorn in here also. That's in the Sunsets too. It is such a wonderful, warm, rich, masculine, sort of hippie-ish bar. It's great. Absolutely love this. Another one that is a gold standard that I think people, especially in our region, are very sad that we haven't been able to get our hands on in quite a while is Vanilla Oud. This is a fabulous bar. It's sophisticated. It's got the oud wood. It's got some deep, like a suede or leather. It's got vanilla. It's elegance and refinement in a bar. So good, you guys. Okay, another one which did pop up earlier this year in clearance in a brick is Sweet Orange Pomander. This is one of my favorite fall winter scents of all time. It was a holiday brick. Oh, this is just happy. This is so happy. It's wonderful orange peel, heavy spices, Christmassy warmth, or even fall. I melt this probably like September, October, November, December. Fabulous. I've got a couple bricks left, but so that when those do one day disappear, I always have it. I have a bar of it in my quarterly club, and it's fantastic. Oops, and there it goes. Saddle Up is a bar that at one time was a scent of the month. Then I think it went into the catalog, and then it went away and I missed it. And last year we did all things cowboy during the summer, so I have several cowboy leathery scents here just because of that trend with Scentsy. And this one went with a Country Born bundle. Oh, it's so good, you guys. It's a nice leather scent that has some fresh air, but it's got a little bit of sweetness. I don't like weathered leather because it's just heavy and it's nasty and it's harsh. This is sweet and good and throws very well, and I'm happy with that. So another thing that's similar is Under the Oak Tree that was from our Open Plains bundle last year. And this is so good. This has apple and mahogany and leather, and it's subtle. It's really nice. This is going to be, I need to add this to my melting basket. This is going to be perfect for August. I should add that to my melting basket because I think it was out. Then another one that, this is an old school favorite. Sweet Plum Pastry. They should put this in some sort of a special limited time offer someday for you guys. This was only in our catalog one fall, and then thankfully I was getting into being more serious with Scentsy and Club about the time that this kind of had a revival in BBMB, and everybody was talking about it. It's bubbly plum juices. It almost has kind of a marshmallowy quality, although that's not in the notes, and wonderful pastry. It is so good for September. Fantastic bar. Next one I have here might have made it, I don't know yet, into our BBMB for January of 2025, and that's Farmhouse Fir. It was doing pretty well in the voting the last couple weeks. Oh, guys, this is so good. This is my November tree scent. Like, it's sweeter than your super heavy Christmas tree smells. It's not really Christmassy, but it smells like being by Grandma's stove out in the country where you dragged in some pine boughs. Maybe you were peeling a grapefruit, and it's just, oh, it's so good. It's warm. The sweet fir, the cedar, the, it's so good, you guys. Okay, here is a heavy-hitting, fabulous bakery scent. Stroopwafel Delight. This is one where if you didn't club it the year that it retired, I cry for you. This is better than King Cake, which is the more recent thing I can reference that's kind of like this. If you haven't smelled Stroopwafel, guys, butter. But it's got soul, where to me, King Cake's kind of flat and buttery. This has lots of cinnamon, and it's got the real bakery pizzelli cookie essence. It's delicious. So that's basically a stroopwafel. But then you add the caramel in the middle of the stroopwafel, and you stick the cookie thing on top of your cup of tea. Amazing. Super heavy-duty, decadent bakery with good throw. Never coming out of my club. Okay, next one here. Totally other end of the scale. Most beautiful floral of all time for me. Summer holiday. This is my favorite spring-summer scent I've ever made. Oranges, vanilla, amber, tiger lilies, maybe some plumeria. I haven't read the notes in a long time. Might be making some of those up, but it's so good. I melt this all summer long. I'm always so happy with it. It's elegant and beautiful. If you miss that, try Mountain Sunset. They're somewhat similar. Okay, the next one, Water Lily and Bergamot. This is a very light scent that doesn't throw super well, but it's so elegant. I'm using this in my bedroom a lot. This is current summer collection. Will be staying in my club at least for a while. Kind of reminds me of Ocean, but Ocean had a funky, salty note I don't like, and I love this Water Lily and Bergamot. It's clean, it's elegant. So light and refreshing, and it's great in laundry because that was a summer collection thing that I think is still available. Rustic Lodge. Those of you that helped me get this back into my club, thank you, thank you, thank you. Last year you helped me vote this back. Oh, it's wood smoke and pine and a little bit of cabin, and it's the most wonderful October-November scent. If you like your rustic, your woodsy, and your oak mossy, which I totally do. So good, you guys. Now here's one that I can pull from my club, and I did do an edit after I saw the SFR list. Sleigh Ride will be in the catalog this fall winter, you guys, for sure. Like, this is very verifiable. You can take it out if you want. Oh, and this one, if Farmhouse Fir doesn't come back, it's okay because we have Sleigh Ride. The fir note in here is almost as sweet, and then this one goes cranberry and fresh air. Fabulous, fabulous evergreen bar. Soft enough that you could do this November, December, January, and it's not too like Christmas piney. So beautiful. I'm so glad this is in the catalog. I thought it was one of the most outstanding bars of 2023. Okay, Around the Campfire. Made it back to fight another day in our fall winter catalog. I took it out. So excited. But this is one that I just never want to be without this. It's the most wonderful wood smoke and sap scent. It's also really good this time of the year where I'm starting to crave fall, but I don't want to overdo the cinnamon and the pumpkin. This is very late summer, early fall. Really captures that smoldery quality. So good. And then another one where this I really only melt September, October. Autumn Blaze Maple. I waited for years to get this one back in BB&B too. Oh, maple. The wonderful sweetness of wood. Apples. Pumpkin. Little bit of spices. Truly, the disposition of this bar is its color. It's amazing. Makes me so happy in the fall. And then right underneath it is another one that did come back, and that is Maple Apple Bourbon. It's similar to Autumn Blaze Maple. No pumpkins, no outdoorsiness, just really amazing, saturated maple, bourbony, red delicious, good red delicious mix. Like, I want to melt this right now. It's so good, and it throws amazingly. It's such a good bar. Okay, I should have two, I do, of Sweet Orange and Evergreen, which this scent has gone right up there with Cozy Fireside for me as far as the soul of Christmas in my home. It's perfect. It smells like mistletoe from Yankee. It's just got the orange. It's got the decorating greens. This is greenhouse decorating greens, and just a little kiss of like a spiciness from the orange peel. Amazing. Love this bar. That's why I've got 2 quarterly, so I have 6 for November, December. It's amazing. Black Forest Pine. And now this is one where I get a craving. It's super heavy duty. It's amazing, but I don't need as many as the Sweet Orange and Evergreen because I won't melt as many in a year, so I get 3. But this is so good. This is deeper and darker. This is like if you wanted to melt it in January, you can, or even, honestly, Black Forest Pine, I could melt that today and do the forest bar with it in alternate warmers, and it would just be like being really far up north on a very woodsy vacation. This is so good. This has got smoked vanilla, peppered tangerine, and deep dark green woods. So good. Okay, Vanilla Barnwood. That one's coming back for fall winter. I'm so excited. All of the things in our Holiday 5-bar bundle last year made it into the catalog this fall, which is awesome. They were so good. Vanilla Barnwood. Either you smell Fruit Loops or you smell the most wonderful amber, vanilla, and woody scent. Thankfully, mostly I get the second. It kind of almost has a kiss of lemon. It's really good. It's a very nice atmospheric bar, and there are new things coming in the fall winter catalog that should support this and be great, like combination alternate warms. Sea Breeze. This was just in a special Puerto Rico collection for us. Fantastic bar. Put it in my quarterly club. Oh, white florals and seaside and oranges. It's gorgeous. It's kind of like Blue Grotto got a makeover. Not as heavy as that. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. It's so nice. I'd love to see this in the spring catalog next year. Homestead Holiday. This was in Scents of the Season last year, and it is such a good bar. Just kept it in my club for forever and forever, though. Personally, this is Blood Orange Cinnamon Stick Fir Needles. So good. Cuddly and happy. It's so Christmassy. It's so, so good. Everything nice. Now, we're going to be getting buried in pumpkin this fall. So who knows if I'll keep this in my club just because maybe some of these other pumpkins will be more awesome. But this was from BB&B last year. And it's got that almost pumpkin marshmallow pumpkin, but I like this better. And roasty toasty pecans and some autumn funk. And I really liked it. So I wanted to keep this and melt through the fall season with it. And then if I'm over it, that's fine, but at least I'll have a few. Hazelnut frosting. Really, really old school holiday trio bar from ages ago. Fantastic. Maybe even the same year as Farmhouse Fur. I don't even remember anymore. Oh, this is so good. We don't have anything else hazelnutty like this. Now, there will be hazelnut in the fruit hazelnut waffle scent that'll be coming out in October with the Disney bundle, but this, it's just sweet and buttery, rich frosting with gorgeous, impeccable hazelnut nuttiness. So, so nice. Lush Gardenia, one of the few spring summer scents that I am really sad that they pulled for any of you who loved your white florals. We're not making anything like this anymore. Even the Garden Greens Gardenia thing that we had this spring is nice, but this just blows it out of the water. If you love creamy, heady florals, this is amazing. So staying in my club for forever. Cran Apple Crumble. I pulled this because it is coming back fall winter, and this is a good scent now. The one that isn't coming back is in my bi-monthly, and that was Apple Cherry Strudel. So I hope you clubbed it. But this one's coming back. So this has brown sugar and allspice. It's kind of an interesting concoction of bright and yet dark scents for bakery. It's a little odd for all that bakery. You've got the apple, you've got the cranberry, you've got those other notes that I told you about. I really like to do this one in August and September, and it carries a long time and warmer. So then the next one, Cinnamon Pine Cones, is coming back. I don't have to keep this in my club. It's so good. Oh, guys. This is another solo Christmas scent, and thankfully it is in the catalog starting in September. Really nice resinous pine with the cinnamon. Very balanced. And it's got the earthiness from the pine cones. It's a home run. This is such a good bar. You should be able to give that to anybody and make them happy for Christmas. Vanilla cream. Now, I had told you I was going to probably cut a vanilla from my clubs. I'm not going to. I'm just not. Because Simply Vanilla and vanilla cream are similar, and I've tried the Very Vanilla, which I also love, but that's staying in the catalog. So I just want all the vanillas. It's super creamy and decadent and heavy and really nice, that vanilla cream. Summer Rain. This one I've been enjoying. This is amazing with Mahalo Coconut. It's sweet. Oh, it's so good. So it's got the rain scent. It's got cyclamen. It's got black lava salt. It's got this just fresh, gorgeous, almost like where you smell the rain off of the hot pavement in the summertime sun. Next one here is the scent of all scents, my most nostalgic Cozy Fireside. Oh yes, happiness in a bar, my childhood Christmas in a bar. It's warm and cozy and inviting and lovely. We don't make anything like this. I mean, Cinnamon Pine Cones is good, but this has more soul. Oh, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just all the spices. There's ginger in here and emberiness, but not like that other Embers bar we had a couple years ago. Oh, just exquisite. Just my favorite bar, truly, of all time, of all time. Open Air Exploring. I'm not sure if this is going to make it for the long haul, but I've got it in for now. Part of our Father's Day collection with jasmine and really nice outdoorsy freshness. It's very pretty. Almost like a little bit of sea salty water. Really good. Soft Plumeria. Now, this is another one. I think I will keep this for the long haul in my quarterly. This is almost as good as Lush Gardenia. So I guess if you miss Lush Gardenia, it isn't the same floral, but it's just as heady. Saturated sweet plumeria with a little bit of teak and apple. It's a very, very nice spring summer scent. And that was in our Epcot collection. I don't know if that'll come back in Epcot next year, so I think I'm going to keep that in my club for good. Cozy Chai, I was just singing its praises in my What I've Been Warming because my daughter picked out a cube for her room. You can't get better than this, you guys. It is the nicest and long-lasting and good performing spice bakery scent with like a caramel and a vanilla and all this gingerbread spice, like a chai tea. Fabulous bar. I hope they never mess that up or mess with the oils in it. Red Berry and Spruce. Now this is one where depending on the things that come down the pike for the way they smell for the winter LTOs, Christmassy stuff, maybe I'll be ready to let this go, because what I really like about it is the spruce, and there will be spruce in a couple of bars coming. This is red berries, like cranberry, raspberry, and spruce, and it really smells like you just cut down a fresh spruce tree, and that is why I keep it and keep it. It is so nice. It's a little bit different than most Christmas scents, but it's very Christmassy, very good. Okay, the last of my leathery scents in this one is Hometown Cowboy. This is so nice. It's very similar to White Amber Antique, but there's a little bit more of a richness from a true cologne note here. Oh, you guys, like, I want my husband to smell like this. It's so good. Just fantastic. Leathery cowboy, but not too heavy. It's perfect. Okay, Cozy Cashmere. This has been staying and staying for the long haul, and we did get Cozy Cardigan back this fall, thank God. I gambled on that. Oh, man. Blackberries and musk and amber. It's fabulous. So good. It's just its own unique scent, and it's really good with melting it in alternate warmers with Cozy Cardigan. Sea, sun, and fun. This is current in our Bring Back My Bar, but this will stay in my quarterly club forever. Like, this is a bar. We waited a long time to get back. This is as strong of a reaction emotionally as Cozy Fireside is for the winter. This smells like little kids with their water wings and their sunblock running up and down a beautiful, glorious, sunny beach, having the time of their life building a sandcastle. It just doesn't get better than this. It's so good. Oh. Okay, Cashmere Leaves. Now, this is the one that I'm so glad I clubbed. This is why you have a club. This didn't come back for fall winter. And it's amazing. It's kind of like Hemingway, which is in my quarterly. I mean, my bi-monthly, sorry. But more feminine. It's got apple. It's got spice. It's got this sort of almost suede-y quality. It's sweet and spicy all at the same time. It's so hard to describe. It is so good. I'm so glad I've still got this, and I'll be melting tons of it this fall. Okay, here's one that was also Father's Day collection. I loved all three of them. I had two of this just to jumpstart it again. I'm only going to pull it down to one of Black Tie Affair. And actually, no, I moved this one into my bi-monthly. I'm almost positive. I'll have to go back and check. I think I just got this because I'm not getting another bi-monthly because I skipped the July one. This is one of my favorite scents of 2024. It's warm. It's got the vetiver. It's got the tobacco vanilla. It's amazing. And this is staying in my club. But like I said, I think I decided to keep the frequency of it being in my bi-monthly, so I'd get 5 a year with those as a couple extras. Day on the Field. This one, again, may not stay for forever, but this is also from Father's Day. And it's so good. It's got amber, and it's got this green freshness. And it's complex, and it's cologne without being annoying. I really liked it. So that and the Open Air Exploring may or may not survive for years in my club, but they're there for a while. So, oh my goodness, you guys. What else did I not do? Blue Sage and Tonka, White Sands, Cozy Spice, and Toasted Marshmallow, and then I think we'll be done because we're getting up to 30 minutes. Toasted Marshmallow is one of my all-time favorite bakery scents. It's been in my quarterly for a long time. Roasty Toasty, really good throw for a long period of time. Gooey marshmallow has lots of depth from the malt and the roastedness. Excellent scent. Blue Sage and Tonka. My older daughter, this is her favorite scent of all time. Keep it in the club for her. It's warm because it's got the Tonka bean. And then it has the sage and it's got the lavender. Very nice. Very good, unusual scent. Cozy Spice, which is a very old bar. One of the first ones that went in my club years ago. This is so nice. It's got nutmeg. It's got a creaminess. It's kind of like Cozy Chai, but toned down and more nutmeg. Really good bar from a certain period of time where Scentsy did spice really well. And then White Sands, the last bar of White Sands I had. Okay, now, I think the last bar of White Sands I had, the oil ratio was off. This one smells okay. It doesn't smell like root beer. So whatever's in here, every batch is just slightly different, I think, depending on exactly what part of the vat and maybe how the oils are mixing and how they lay in the bars when they're produced that day or whatever. This has the creaminess that I want out of White Sands, whereas the last one way too much of some scent note that made it smell like root beer, and I was nervous and thought I'd pull it. So that's everything. This is why you have a club. Look at all of that nostalgic goodness, especially for the fall and winter season. So I hope you guys had a great time. Tell me what your very favorite bar that you have in a club is, or maybe a bar that if you saw it come for BBMB or some other something, you would start a club for that. Now for me, I think apple butter frosting would be at the top of my list. That is in my bi-monthly club. So if you're confused, there are bars that I might talk about being in my club that are not in my quarterly. They're in my bi-monthly, which honestly, to my shame, is almost as big as this one. Not quite. And I did edit quite a bit of this out because they were coming back for fall, winter. But saving scents that you love is my favorite thing about club, which is really my favorite thing about Scentsy. I love the warmers, I love all the other things, but it's the connection to the nostalgia with the scent that keeps me coming back to this company, enjoying so much being a consultant, and definitely spending a bit on my club, but I think it's completely worth it. Have a great day, guys. God bless. Bye-bye.